Penguin 22-year-old netminder with the departure of Tom Barrasso gets the call. The referees tonight are Don Koharski and Scott Zelkin. Pierre Shampoo and Pat DePuzzo work the line. We sent 5 players to Wilkes-Barre to help improve their cars. We'll give you those players that were moved on. Barnaby's knocked down here in the near corner. Penalty coming up here. Todd Simpson knocked down Barnaby, and Barnaby throws him back to the ice, loose in front. And Trevor Kidd's going to scramble and come up with that puck and hold on. But our first penalty of the night belongs to the Florida Panthers. Todd Simpson cross-checking Matthew Barnaby. Locking it without a stick. He had to go back. He apparently broke it. Gets back into the play with a new blade. Over to the left side to Robert Lange. Back to Lauken. Head down. Slap shot on the net. And stop. Rebound. The Penguins trying to tee it up. And they can't drive it home. Straka around. And Barry collides here with Joseph Paranik. Paranik working hard. Got around Lindberry. Over to Straka. Straka to the net area. Deflected. Stopped by Kidd. Rebound. Kovalev trying to put it in. But he stopped by Trevor Kidd. He couldn't get the puck up high enough to get it by him. And a little battle around the net. A lot of emotion here on the ice in this first period. Kozlov. You see somebody say, Mike Lange, they all used to work on that back there. Right point, the shot stopped. And Aubin got a piece of that. And the Florida Panthers have the power play for the first time. They are ranked 12th in the league at 17.3. The Penguin penalty line, 21st. There's a spill here. And Wilson was up in it. There'll be another penalty coming up against the Penguins. Kozlov. Whip it up ahead to the left side. It will come over to Mellanby. Mellanby on the short side. Aubin held his ground. The Penguins get possession, but another penalty issued against Pittsburgh. And the Penguins are going to be 2 men short here for 1 minute and 26 seconds as Joseph Paranik is headed to the penalty box. And Robert Svelo leading the team in power play points over to Pavel Bure. Bure shoots it. That's stopped. Kicked away by Aubin, who has been sparkling so far. Here's Whitney trying to get shot number 4 in this 2-man advantage. Back over to Bure, who handles a point. Fake a shot. He is so deceptive. Now guns it, and a good save there again against the league's top goal scorer. Bure at the left point lets it go for Ray Whitney. 6 seconds to go in the 2-man advantage. A shot deflected, and it goes right by Aubin. Back to Bure again with that short stick. He's going to shoot and score. Pavel Bure gets the goal, and I'm not sure when it was scored. It may be on the second penalty, but the Panthers get the opening goal. Pavel Bure scores. It may have been just when Kovalev came on the ice. Both clubs have had 2 power play chances. The difference in the game right now is that the Panthers converted on their chance. Barnaby's up in it by Laws, and Barnaby are both hurt on that play. They look at one another. They come back, and now Worrell steps in, and the Penguins reach around. Wright came in and put a little face wash on one of the Panthers. But that was a collision there, extraordinaire, with Paul Laws.
And that should have been a call for an interference or a kneeing penalty. We're not sure how these penalties are going to all add up. For the Penguins trail the Panthers by 1.
Brown keeps possession of the biscuit. Wilson flanks him down and knocks him down with a good hit. Mike Wilson is throwing about 3 or 4 heavy checks. Here's Bure short-handed. Look out. Comes in, comes to the backhander. He scores. No, he did not. He hit the post. I thought that went in and out. Pavel Bure, it looked like that puck went in and out. Here comes Robbie Brown. Brown. Slip it back in behind the net. And the referee right there to wave it off. Here's Pat Balloon. Don Johnson got a piece of him. He lifts it back to the left point to Mike Wilson. Heavy shot. And that is gloved by Aubin. You saw as we went out now to that commercial break, the shot by Bure. Ring off the pipe as Big Ben struck one.
You're scoring an even strength. That does more for your team than power play goals.
Mike Wilson in front of deflection by Barry, and Aubin scrambling to make that save. Well, you may remember went down and was hurt in a game recently. By all rights will break their season single goal mark as a team, Sillinger, this season. Another penalty coming up here, and Roosevelt touches the puck. But it goes against the Penguins. It's Kovalev and Mellanby takes the right move and walks away. Sillinger and Kasparaitis got pushing and shoving too, but the Penguins are going to get the penalty here. As Brad Ferentz and Joseph Paranik. We're hearing pretty good things as far as the toughness of Ferentz. The season winds down. And every game's so important. Here's Straka, shorthanded left side man there, Herdina, and he cranked it up and he missed the net. Varies with time ticking down here. The period's going to come to a close. And Florida will have the only goal in the first 20 minutes of play. Pavel Bure picked it up. Now with this game, of course, here tonight. And Florida is 24-11-4 when they get the opening goal. The Penguins on the other end first goal scored against them in 33 games before this one. They're 7-21-5. So Niedermeyer has a little room here. Baranek trying to close him off here and check him off the puck. He can't do it. Niedermeyer works free. Rob Niedermeyer gives the puck. Dillinger, fan under, and a backhander by Mellanby, and just goes wide of the net. It was all set up by tremendous work by Rob Niedermeyer, and the Penguins will be guilty of another icing call here. Robert Lange with Jan Urdina and Pat Falloon. Falloon of the Penguins with the puck in front. It comes off Kidd. Urdina trying to sweep it to the goal, and he can't tee it up and get the shot away. Mark Parrish shooting back on the counterattack for the Florida Panthers. At this point, it's been kind of an uneventful second period so far.
But they are missing somebody on their bench.
No, they aren't. They counted them. They have all the players. They got a full complement. And Aubin trying to find it. Their goaltender is down in behind. There's the walkway, probably. Backup goaltender.
Yeah, but normally the home team benches are always a little bit bigger. They make it a little more comfortable. And the away team, even with their goaltender out of that box, it's usually pretty crowded down there.
Baranek shoots it wide of the cage, and Oleg Gavasha comes after the puck. Here's Peter Ruel, upended by the Penguin defenseman, and he's trying to take a piece of him again, and now he'll belt Kasparaitis back. Ruel just didn't let well enough alone.
Well, actually,
Kasparaitis did what he wanted to do, get him to go.
Once he realized he was getting a penalty, Darius did what he wanted to do.
Urdina matched up. Bure can't clear. Urdina to the right point. Rolls the ball, an all-check unit for the Penguins here, and a shot score. The Penguins get the tying goal. Robert Lange may have gotten the blade to it, and the Penguins have evened it up, and you can shave my face with a rusty razor.
Well, I think Yuri Slager's going to get credit for it. It looks like it's deflected by a Florida Panther player.
An all-check unit on the foursome for the Penguins converts to get the Penguins a goal. Here comes Whitney back for the Florida Panthers. Slap shot, a good save there by Aubin. It will come to Mark Perry. Outlet up the center to Bure, and he darts in and out. Here he comes against Kasparaitis. Oh, what a shot that was, but it just missed on the far post.
Yeah, if you know what, he doesn't even shoot it that hard. He just places it so well.
It's incredible what he can do. I mean, he just gets people leaning the wrong way, and to get the release that he does, how quick he is phenomenal.
Well, his speed gives him a lot more room, so he's able to change speed and then take a little off that shot because he knows he's not going to get hit.
In front of the deflection by the Penguins, Courbet, and it just missed the net.
How certain guys on your team play, and once they figure that out, then they're able to play their way.
Florida almost scored there on a Niedermeyer play. Penguins have Ian Moran now planted back on that blue line. Kozlov gave it away, and Hans Johnson will take it.
You know, matter of fact, it was a...
Here's Shepard with a backhander. Hit the post. The rebound still loose. Aubin scrambles. The Penguins get it away from Ray Shepard, and they move it on to center. And Big Ben struck one there again. The Panthers that close to taking the lead. Svela bumps him and knocks him down. Talk about strength there. Svela showed a shot by the Penguins. Baranek. That's stopped by Kidd. Svela's up into penalty coming up against Joseph Baranek. The Penguins will be shorthanded here. They still haven't blown the whistle. The Penguins must gain possession. A tripping call against Baranek. Change of penalty killers coming up. Tyler Wright, or Urdina gets back on for the Penguins, and Tyler Wright by the glove. Here comes a 2-on-1. Urdina on the right side with Wright. He gives it to Wright. Wright cranks it up and right to the net. That's going to be denied by Trevor Kidd.
That puck just got over there a little bit quicker. Tyler Wright was just turning to get to his forehand where he can hit it on a one-timer. Jan Urdina gets it over just a little bit too quick and kind of handcuffs Tyler.
And Barnaby coming up on the play to the Panther zone. Stops, looks, shoots it to the net. That's going to be stopped. Johnson of the Penguins down the wood in the corner, and Hennigan takes it. Kozlov can't get it away. Baranek has it. He shoots and scores. Joseph Baranek gives the Penguins a 2-1 lead. Oh, she wants to sell my monkey. Joseph Baranek gets the goal, and Pittsburgh has the lead for the first time in the game. Racing through center ice. On to Alexei Kovalev. 30 seconds to go in the period. He flies in behind the goal all the way around. His backhander, and he missed the cage. He didn't take off and come up the near boards as we usually see him do. Taylor settles in. Long pass up to Victor Kozlov. Rink wide to Mark Parrish. He's pushed against the boards and held there by Yuri Slager, allowing the Penguins to take control of it, and Roosevelt will be smart to kill the clock right now. Not give it away. On to center, and the Penguins will come out of the second period with a lead. Joseph Baranek returns to Pittsburgh, and he gives the Penguins the go-ahead goal. Buray's numbers on Sunday against the New York Rangers. You should know, once they close ground on him, he's got to get himself back of that lineup to win the scoring championship. And Corbet is going to take it right back for the Penguins. Here he comes with speed. Down the left wing, a heavy shot on Kidd. That rebound jumped right in front. The Penguins didn't have anybody there as Barnaby approached. Kasparaitis right over to the near side, and a shot by Corbet right up off the post. And the whistle sounds here. We got a high stick on the puck, and that stops the play with 16:15 left in regulation. Bugner tried to wrist it to the goal, and he can't do it. Niedermeyer comes one-on-one against Ian Moran. Niedermeyer gets the step and shoots the puck, and Aubin closes ground to make the save on Rob Niedermeyer. Backhanded around here to the near boards. Baranek comes after it. Wind it over to Alexei Kovalev. Kovalev in between the circles. Slager reached in, but he's rubbed out of the play neatly by Mark Parrish.
And what he did do, after he realized he wasn't going to get to that puck with Mark Parrish.
Hedigan's going to get a penalty for flattening Alexei Kovalev. Brett Hedigan, who has been pretty physical here tonight against the Penguins, knocking down Kovalev.
Checking to see if there's any blood or a high stick.
One game right now with the Penguins leading. The situation there. Penguins have to start with their second power play unit. Rolls the ball on to Kasparaitis in front. It comes off the left leg of Trevor Kidd as Zerdina reached in trying to deflect it. And the Panthers come up with it. They've been perfect so far, 4 for 4 in penalty kills. Here's Robbie Brown. Flip it over to Straka. Got a man Falloon, and he shoots the puck. Svela got a stick out to force it wide of the net. It's back all the way to the left wing board. Slager and the Penguins keep the pressure on here. A minute 10 into this power play time for the Penguins. Robbie Brown in front, deflected by Falloon and stopped by Kidd and cleared by the Panthers. Kovalev again rambles back, little drop pass down the lane. Corbet shoots it, and it's stopped by Kidd, who just got enough of it to keep it out of the net.
But get back to what I was saying. The flow of the Penguins, they're coming at the defense, the Florida defense, with a lot of speed, which means you're backing me inside the zone.
Erdina trying to gain some speed here. Drop it off here to the puck. Is Bugner scored! Bob Bugner and a slap shot. The Penguins get a power play goal, and they now lead 3-1. Now by Sam a drink and get his dog 1-2. Bugner, his first goal in a Penguin uniform.
And he just blasted. He had the luxury of coming out of the player's box.
Got that sigh, that look as if, get him out of here so I can make something happen here and see the puck. Penalty coming up against Roosevelt opens the door for the Panthers as Roosevelt knocks Mark Parrish to the ice surface. Wilson to the Panthers. Slide it over to Bure. Bure looking. Give it to Wilson. A slap shot. Stop. It went right through Aubin. And squirts all the way to the near corner. Right back to Mellamy with 12 seconds to go on the penalty. Mellamy trying to use the play here. Sets it up to Whitney. Back to Mellamy. He shoots it off the right leg of Aubin. Just trying to get people off. Kovalev on the right side. Going hard now behind the net. Spot check. Got a piece of him and rides him into the corner. He keeps right on going with the puck. Here's Kovalev all over the ice. A one-man show, and he turns it on the goal. It'll make the save. Shuffle back into the Penguin zone. Bugner's right back on. Bure's going to get to the puck. Poke it over to Mark Parrish of the Panthers. Parrish number 21 looking, coming out. Backhand shot, a good one. Now stop, rebound, score. And it is a 3-2 hockey game. Len Barry in front. Flick gets the goal. Barry found that puck.
Well, Lenny Barry is going to get credit for the goal.
11 right team up to get the puck ahead to Marty Straka. And it will come to Kasparaitis. It weaves around Kozlov. Slap shot. Kid got a piece of that as he angled in on the play to make the save. The center with a long shot. The save made. The rebound jumps out, but the Penguins are there. Corbet with that speed, and he has a lot of that. Able to get to that loose puck. It's the one thing you can't buy, boy, is speed. And you either have it or you don't. Corbet certainly does. Ken Barnaby fires it in. Barnaby shot over the right shoulder of goaltender Kidd. The Penguins lead 4-2. Oh no, Eddie Spaghetti, and that one might have been deflected on the way in. We'll wait and see. But Matthew Barnaby, a huge goal late in the game. And the Panthers, Not a whole lot of urgency on their part, and now they come in, and there's Mellenby, pulled up a skate. And Roseball's going to get another minor here. Rosie's, I think the biggest problem for Roseball is on this level right now as a rookie is trying to adjust to the schedule and the time, and because he's not as strong physically, or he was able to stay with guys in that situation. Now he's a little behind them all the time here going in, and he looks a little physically tired.
I think he loses his concentration a little bit too, but I think you're right, Mikey. The long schedule is taking effect on a young player.
Biscuit, a two-man advantage right now. Skating wise, Bure's to the net, and that's going to be blocked. Broke his stick. And to leave it on the ice. Now it's going to go back to the bench and get it to him with 27 seconds to go. Still 45 to go on the penalty, but that doesn't have anything to do with the game right now. The Penguins shorthanded by 2 men. His kid is still off. Right point, Bure slams one right over the head of Aubin. Panthers trying to pull off a miracle here, but the Penguins are going to have this one in hand. They shoot it long towards the open net. They get back here with the Panthers. Svela going to touch the puck, and the game is over. There was no icing on the play because the Penguins were shorthanded. And it has ended here with the Penguins winning a very big game tonight to help solidify their playoff positioning in the Eastern Conference.